North Carolina is composed of such interesting people. A state that's nearly 600 miles long, with the highest peak east of the Rockies and the most glamorous coastline on the eastern part of America, why, you're bound to have different forms of conversation. As you move across the state, it's really fascinating. You hear every conceivable kind of speech, and you have to listen carefully. But it's the richness of North Carolina. And we really are three different geographical assignments: West, Piedmont, Coastal Plain. But now we're banded so by concrete, but to our glory, we haven't homogenized the place. These languages, these cultures are very distinct, and I think someday we'll realize how much they contribute to North Carolina. We're so interdependent now. Language skill, understanding culture, critical. And this is why it's so terribly important to do what you're doing.
At the fair. It's called the North Carolina Language and Life Project. What we do is we research language change in North Carolina.
It's what's happening to the American mind, I think, in lots of ways. We've gone through our period of adolescence as a country. We now know the value of history. We now know why we should preserve buildings and languages and people and traditions, because they become a part of what you really are. And what our state is now realizing is how valuable, exceedingly valuable, dialects, history, restoration really is. We've learned to appreciate history. We've learned to appreciate what we have as gifts of nature. How people speak and communicate is just basically essential. And what Professor Wolfram has done is to begin to make that come alive, and we see it. Well, I don't think I'm going to start saying the hoy-toid from Dare County, but I know what it means now. And it's just interesting and important that I understand that. Because when you lose your curiosity, you really lose the vitality of being alive, and that's why this is so critical.